Hello everyone, this is the first video of my series on Bitcoin. So in this first video, before diving deep into Bitcoin itself, into cryptocurrencies and in blockchain systems general, I want to introduce you to cryptography. So the backbone of each blockchain system is cryptography. So understanding cryptography and especially public key cryptography is essential. So it's a must for understanding any blockchain system or any cryptocurrency. It will be quite hard to understand all of the concepts if you don't know anything about cryptography. So I also encourage you, beside my video, to also do your own research and read about this topic if you want to know more about cryptocurrencies. In this first video, I will introduce you to the concept of symmetric cryptography and one of the simplest centuries-old cryptographic hashing function, which is called Caesar cipher. So Julius Caesar used this function or this way of encrypting data to transmit messages. So you get the point. It's really old. This method shouldn't be used in any real world system. However, it's quite useful just to introduce you to the concept of cryptography. So we'll start with a real world example. So I want to send message to my friend Carlo. We are together in a classroom, and these messages will be sent, will be given from hand to hand through a lot of people. But I don't want all of these people in the classroom to read the content of my message. So I want it to be secret, and I only want Carlo to understand this message. So I have to find a way how to encrypt this message. So by encryption, it means I write a message and then I do some kind of manipulation of the characters in the message. I get some kind of cipher text, which is like just a sequence, random sequence of letters. Then I send it through several people, and then my friend Carlo, he also knows the function which I used. Then he can decrypt the message. Okay, so first step to do this, me and Carlo agreed we will be using this hashing function, the most basic hashing function, Caesar cipher. So before school, we meet in the schoolyard, in the toilet, or anywhere else when no one can hear us and no one can see and no one can actually no one can know what is the first ingredient of this hash function which we exchanged. So the first ingredient is the secret key. So we meet before school and we agree that the secret key will be number 5. So only 2 of us know this. Okay, so next step, we are in the classroom, and I decide to send my first message to Carlo. So there is a girl in the classroom which I want to make a comment to Carlo. And I write a message, Maria Magdalena, this is the girl, is really handsome in those yoga pants. I don't want anyone else beside Carlo to read my message. So by using this hashing algorithm, so Caesar cipher, I take this secret key of 5 and the algorithm goes something like this. So each letter of this message will be shifted by alphabet by 5 characters. So let's say we have letter A. So A, B, C, D, E, F. So letter A won't be letter A anymore, it will be F. And we do this, and I do this with each letter in this text. So actually, by putting this text through this hashing algorithm, Caesar cipher, using this secret key, we get this totally random looking message. It's also called ciphertext. And when I give the paper with this message to my friend to give it to Carlo, no one can actually understand what is written. So because this is encrypted text, it doesn't mean anything. It's like garbage text. And then when Carlo receives this ciphertext, he uses our agreed secret key and hashing algorithm. He goes back in alphabet by 5. Then he can decrypt this message and get our initial text. So this same process would be repeated several times when we want to send messages to each other. So for example, if Carlo wants to send a message to me, he can do the same thing, and I can do the same thing. So this is a basic, just a general principle of Caesar cipher. Of course, this can be done by hand, or just on paper, just by shifting the letters, or also you can do it in a computer program or anywhere. Okay, as I said, this is the basics, the simplest, really elementary algorithm used centuries ago, but also the concept behind more advanced hashing algorithms is similar. It's just that the algorithm is more complicated, so the computation of the input data, computation which we do on the input data is more complicated, and the secret key is more complicated. This algorithm would be quite easy to break. So one can just use brute force and go and shift the letters by secret key of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Eventually he would come to a text which means something. Also, he can check what is the letter which is repeated most times. And then he can assume that this is one of the vowels. So he can also use this method to break my algorithm. But my point is not to break the Caesar cipher. It's rather to introduce you to the concept that this easy system is easy to break. If the algorithm was much stronger, it would be harder to break. But also there is one big flaw in this system of symmetric cryptography. And the flaw is that if anyone, even if algorithm is the most complicated one, and the secret key is also very complicated, if anyone can hear, or if anyone can find out the secret key, then for him it's very easy, very basic to crack any encrypted message. And this is one of the reasons why asymmetric public cryptography was invented. And in the next video I will introduce you to the concept of this asymmetric public key cryptography, and in later videos we will dive deeper into how is this implemented in blockchain systems and in Bitcoin. Okay, thank you.